NRHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Broncos. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Chiefs had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Over. Number 50, hey, you block over here. Hey.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers going to take a shot for Gallup. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Back north. Right now. You got 58.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
26. All right. Hey, flag. There. Over here.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Now Rodgers. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Great.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, set.
On third down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run, again it's McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Come on, set.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Got it. Hey, Wahoo. On the ball.
On first down, Lawrence. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 56 yards.
And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Hey, box truck. Hey, Charlie. Hey, exit.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Lawrence will throw.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This one fielded at the 5.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that it... They spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left.
Lawrence on third down.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jarrett Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you. No.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Now Lawrence. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it breaks up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Julian Okwara gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Inside. We are going. Valley. Don't let Valley.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Back ball. Back ball. Move it down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jump out. Hey, 88. Right now. You got 58.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Inside.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Number 50, hey, you block over here. Over.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rodgers now on first down.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. 26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a toss play. It's Harris. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's
thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. In motion left, Robinson.
26.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.